I'm talking to Xavier Font, who's Director of Studies at the International Centre for Responsible Tourism at Leeds Metropolitan University, which has been an enormous success, and in fact you find people who've studied there all over the world in sustainable tourism roles.
Yeah, it's actually fantastic news really, because we have so many students, both current students that are using what they've learned for their in their masters to help to change their companies, as well as previous students that you thought, well, you don't always know what they're going to do with their qualification, and they've gone out there and they've made a real difference, and so there's a real movement both in terms of the alumni as well as current students around the program.
And you're looking forward to September and another bunch of new students arriving to change the travel industry.
In September we take on 20 new students. We have 8 spaces left now out of those 20, so there is a real interest now to see who these last 8 people are going to be. And then after that we take another 10 in January. So it's a very small cohort that we take every year, just so we can make sure that we can make a difference to those people.
And you've been here today at the Travel Foundation's AGM. What do you think about it today? Was it worthwhile as far as you're concerned?
I think it was very worthwhile, and what it comes to prove to me is that technically most of the things that we want to do can be done, and the bottleneck tends to be people's behavior. People in the industry, people that haven't really fully understood what it is they want to do. There's habit, there's vested interests, it tends to always be a human problem. You know, if it wasn't a human problem, most of the things, particularly water, waste, energy saving, we would have done them a long time ago. You know, most of the issues that we're speaking about either have got a customer experience angle, or they've got a savings angle. There is something in it that will let us do it. So helping people to understand what's in it for me, how do I change things, and how do I change my habits, is for me the key to it.
That's the teacher's role, isn't it? That's the role that you've placed yourself in at the International Centre for Responsible Tourism, is to help people manage that diversity.
Well, I suppose that is what we do, really. And in a way, that's why we teach in the part-time distance learning way that we do. So we get people from industry to keep working their role, to keep changing things within their company, and then every 3 months we do an intensive weekend and they work through one of our distance learning manuals for whichever subject it is. That gives you both the motivation and the confidence as well as the knowledge to focus on one subject at a time every 3 months. And this makes a big difference because it's manageable and it's applied to your business. So you're not really in there to learn definitions, you're there to know, how do I do it? How do I make it happen on a Monday morning when I turn up to work, rather than in a theoretical way?
And I think I'm right in saying that you are the only course in the world for sustainable tourism.
In this way, yes, we are. There is the odd course elsewhere. We know of one in Italy that's partnering with us. We know of some smaller courses elsewhere. But in the way in which we engage with industry in this more practical, applied way, while you already work in industry, and in this flexible way, so we get people from across the world doing it from wherever they are, then yes, we are the only course. I usually joke about the fact that I have more students in Madagascar and Mozambique together than I do in Leeds. And that makes a difference to me, because these people can follow it up online.
That's great. Well, thank you very much indeed, Xavier.
You're welcome.